Hey everyone, welcome back to Finance Clarity. Let me ask you something. When you think about building wealth, does real estate ever come to mind? For a lot of people, it does. You see those posts online about someone who bought a couple of rental properties and now makes thousands of dollars every month in passive income. It sounds pretty amazing, right? Owning property, collecting rent, building wealth while you sleep. And honestly, real estate can be a powerful way to build wealth. A lot of millionaires in the US built a big part of their net worth through real estate. But here's what those Instagram and YouTube success stories often leave out. Real estate investing is not as easy or as passive as it looks. It usually requires a decent amount of money up front. It comes with real risks, and it often involves more work than people expect, especially in the beginning. The truth is, while real estate can be very profitable, it's also one of the most misunderstood ways to build wealth. A lot of beginners jump in without fully understanding what they're getting into, and some end up losing money instead of making it. That's why I made this video. Today, I'm going to give you a simple, honest guide to real estate investing for beginners. I'm not going to hype it up or make it sound easier than it is. Instead, I'm going to walk you through what real estate investing actually involves, the different ways you can get started, how much money you realistically need, the pros and cons you should know about, and the steps you should take if you want to do it the right way. By the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer picture of whether real estate investing is something you should consider right now, or if you should focus on other ways to build wealth first. So if you're thinking about getting into real estate but feel confused or overwhelmed, stick around. This video is made for you. Let's get into it. What is real estate investing, really? At its core, real estate investing means putting your money into property with the goal of making a profit. This can happen in a few different ways. Appreciation. The property increases in value over time, so you can sell it later for more than you paid. Cash flow. You earn regular income from rent after paying expenses. Tax benefits. Real estate offers certain tax advantages that can reduce how much you owe. Leverage. You can use other people's money, through a mortgage, to control a large asset. Most people think of real estate investing as buying a house or apartment and renting it out. And while that's the most common way, it's not the only way. You can also invest in commercial properties, vacation rentals, real estate investment trusts, REITs, or even partner with others on bigger projects. The important thing to understand is this: real estate is a business. Even if you only own one property, you're running a small business. That means there are responsibilities, risks, and decisions involved, not just collecting rent checks every month. The pros and cons of real estate investing. Before we talk about how to get started, let's be honest about both sides. Pros: can generate steady cash flow through rent. Properties can increase in value over time. Appreciation. Offers tax advantages, like depreciation and deductions. You can use leverage, a mortgage, to control a large asset with less of your own money. Real estate is a tangible asset you can see and touch. Cons: requires a significant amount of money up front. Down payment, closing costs, repairs. Not very liquid. You can't sell a house as quickly as you can sell stocks. Can be time-consuming, especially if you manage the property yourself. Comes with unexpected costs. Repairs, vacancies, bad tenants. Market risk. Property values can go down, especially in certain areas or during economic downturns. Real estate can be very rewarding, but it's not easy money. It requires capital, patience, and a willingness to deal with problems when they come up. Different ways to invest in real estate. Not everyone who invests in real estate buys rental properties. Here are some of the main options. 1. Rental properties. Buy and hold. This is the classic approach. You buy a property and rent it out long-term. You earn monthly rent and hope the property goes up in value over time. 2. House hacking. This is a popular strategy for beginners. You buy a multi-unit property, like a duplex or triplex, live in one unit, and rent out the others. This can help cover most or all of your mortgage payment. 3. Short-term rentals. Airbnb, VRBO. You rent out a property on a short-term basis, often for higher nightly rates than long-term rentals. This can be more profitable, but also more work, and comes with more regulations in many cities. 4. Real estate investment trusts. REITs. REITs are companies that own and operate real estate. You can buy shares of REITs just like stocks. This is the most passive way to invest in real estate because you don't have to deal with any physical property. 5. Real estate crowdfunding platforms allow you to invest in real estate projects with smaller amounts of money alongside other investors. This can be a good middle ground between buying property yourself and investing in REITs. Each option has different levels of risk, work, and money required. We'll talk more about which ones might be best for beginners. How much money do you need to start? This is one of the most common questions people ask. The honest answer is, it depends on the strategy. Here's a rough breakdown. REITs. You can start with as little as $100 or $1,000 through a brokerage account. Real estate crowdfunding. Many platforms let you invest with $500, $5,000. House hacking. You'll typically need a down payment of 3 to 5% if you're buying a multi-unit property and living in one unit. FHA loans can help. Traditional rental properties. Most conventional loans require 15 to 25% down payment for investment properties, plus closing costs and reserves for repairs. For example, if you want to buy a $300,000 rental property with a conventional loan, you might need $45,000, $75,000 just for the down payment and closing costs, not including money for repairs or vacancies. This is why many beginners start with house hacking or REITs instead of jumping straight into buying standalone rental properties. Step-by-step guide for beginners. If you're serious about getting started with real estate, here's a simple roadmap. Step 1. Educate yourself. Learn the basics before spending money. Read books, listen to podcasts, and follow reputable sources. Understand key concepts like cash flow, cap rate, cash-on-cash return, and the difference between good debt and bad debt. Step 2. Fix your personal finances. Real estate investing works best when your personal finances are in good shape. Pay off high-interest debt, build an emergency fund, and improve your credit score if needed. Step 3. Decide on your strategy. Are you interested in house hacking, long-term rentals, or do you prefer a more passive approach like REITs? Your choice will determine how much money and time you need. Step 4. Start small and local, if buying property. Many successful investors recommend starting with a property close to where you live so you can manage it more easily in the beginning. Step 5. Run the numbers carefully. Never buy a property based on emotion. Always calculate the potential cash flow, expenses, and return on investment before making an offer. Step 6. Get professional help. Work with a good real estate agent, lender, and possibly a property manager. Don't try to do everything yourself when you're just starting out. Common mistakes beginners make. Here are some mistakes I see often. Buying a property just because they like it, without running the numbers. Underestimating repair and maintenance costs. Not having enough cash reserves for unexpected expenses. Choosing bad tenants or skipping proper screening. Over-leveraging. Taking on too much debt. Expecting the property to be completely passive from day one. Avoiding these mistakes can save you a lot of money and stress. Final thoughts. Real estate investing can be a powerful way to build wealth, but it's not for everyone. And it's definitely not as easy or passive as many people make it seem. If you have the capital, the patience, and the willingness to learn, real estate can be a great addition to your long-term wealth-building strategy. But if you're just starting out with limited money or time, you might be better off focusing on increasing your income, building good saving habits, and investing in the stock market first. The most important thing is to go in with realistic expectations. Real estate can create wealth over time, but it usually requires smart decisions, careful planning, and the ability to handle problems when they come up. If you're thinking about getting started, take your time. Learn as much as you can. Run the numbers carefully, and don't rush into anything. The people who do well in real estate are usually the ones who treat it like a business, not a get-rich-quick scheme. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe for more practical content on personal finance and investing. Drop a comment below and let me know if you're considering real estate investing or if you have any specific questions. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.